What is up, guys? It is your best friend Binks here, bringing you a brief summary for chapter 1096 One Piece. These are spoilers. Yes, I said it, spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, now is the perfect time for you to leave and enjoy your day spoiler free. But if you stick around, I take it that you want to be spoiled, so let's get into these spoilers together. It's a lot to digest. So here we go. The chapter of the title is called Kumachi, and I don't necessarily have the exact definition for Kumachi, but when I looked it up, the only thing I was able to find was that it was something of some sort of other word that says Komachi. So I'm assuming Komachi is almost similar to Kumachi, but it could be different, the translation. But Komachi meant a beautiful place or foal or having to do with beauty. So maybe Kuma is associating beauty of the Sorbet Kingdom or God's Valley simply because of the place he's in, and before the world government stepped in, God Valley was maybe a beautiful place, hence the name. Because we know they don't like when you have the word God in it. So the world government doesn't like when you use the word God. So before they stepped in, God Valley could have been a beautiful place to Kuma. So moving right along to the first plot point, it says Ivankov and Kuma create a plan to escape God Valley. They take devil fruit prizes from the slave hunt tournament and use them. Now, when they say they're going to take the devil fruit prizes and use them, the only thing I can think of right now is maybe using them as bargaining chips. Say they get caught, they can exchange them and, say, hey, this for my life or this for my family's life, some kind of leverage maybe. Or they can just hand them to whomever, we just have to wait and see. Let's move on to the next plot point. The Rocks pirates come to God Valley and we see them and Kaido, which is in parentheses. Garp is also sent there as well. So now when we hear that the Rocks pirates show up, this is interesting because think about all the people that are there. You have Big Mom Whitebeard Shiki. We have a young Miss Bakken. We have a young Miss Bakken who, if we remember, Stussy is created after. She's created after a young Miss Bakken. So we have Captain John. We have Silver Axe. We also have Kaido. So you see, we have a team of heavy hitters in a place where we also have more heavy hitters, such as Holy Knights, such as, the Five Elders. So even the ancient races, like who's to say they won't even go against the ancient races if it comes to that? So we have a lot of heavy hitters, and then we have Garp also being assembled. Who gave the order to assemble Garp? Like, who dispatched Garp? Did Garp actually get leaked intel from someone that said, hey, we have intel that Rocks Pirates and Roger Pirates are on their way to God Valley. We need you to show up. And if that was the case, who sanctioned that? Because we know the higher ups are hosting this tournament. So who sanctioned that? And then who also will be coming along with Garp? Will Sudo come along with Garp? Will Sengoku come along with Garp? Will Bogart, you know what I'm saying? His right hand man, will Bogart be there? These are questions that we need the answers to. But once again, we'll just have to wait and see. Moving on. Elder Nayon from Amazon Lily is revealed to be a member of the Rocks Pirates. Okay. Elder Nayon, if you don't know who she is, the former empress, who is also known as Gloriosa. Gloriosa is known to be a member of Rocks. It all makes sense in her story now. Her story has finally come together. She said once upon a time she was in love and she chased the man. My thing is, if she chased this person, who was this person? Could this person have been Rocks himself? And if that's the case, what did he say to gain her trust? And then on top of that, did he actually have access to the territory of Amazon Lily? You know what I mean? So it's the same scenario with Boa Hancock, you know what I'm saying? Because apparently when these women chase men, turmoil breaks out. So they want to leave so that peace can be reestablished in Amazon Lily. But it seems that every time a man enters the picture, chaos erupts. It ensues. So what did Rock say to Gloriosa to get, if he was the one who wooed her and swept her off her feet? You know what I mean? That he's a pretty smooth talker, because everybody who's on his squad so far seems to own these territories, man. They're all, emperors and empresses and all this stuff. So, man, what a squad, man. You gotta be a proud captain, right? Moving right along, among the prizes, there are Kaido's Devil Fruit and Kuma's Devil Fruit, and Ivankov and Kuma plan to take them to escape. So I'm assuming that by taking them, they may try an experiment on their own bodies. Like if they take these Devil Fruits, they'll hope that these Devil Fruits have some kind of flying powers or have some sort of power that can get them the hell far away from God Valley. You know what I'm saying? They want to get far away from God Valley. So whatever these Devil Fruits are, if they plan to take them, they're going to take them and say, hey, the hell with it. Let's see what they can do and what we can do. Next, Big Mom arrives and confronts Ivankov. She takes the Devil Fruit Ivankov is holding, but Kuma manages to eat his pawpaw fruit and meets Saturn. So I'm assuming that Big Mom was already low-key on the island. Like she was already scoping for treasure, and she just so happened to see it, but wanted to make sure the coast was clear. And unfortunately it wasn't, because Ivankov and Kuma got to it before she did. But she sees this and then she's like, oh hell no, like y'all can't take this. Give me that. I'm a pirate and I'll slit your throat. Like give me that. That's not for you. And Ivankov was like, to hell with it. It ain't worth my life. So he gives it over. But the thing is, did he already have the hormone fruit? Was he planning on giving Kaido's Devil Fruit to Jenny? Or was he going to take that fruit and give the hormone fruit to Jenny? You see? Interesting. Next, we also see Roger Pirates with Roger having the straw hat. Pretty self-explanatory. So Roger Pirates show up. He has his straw hat on. You forget that Roger even had a straw hat at one point in time. But if you remember the flashback, when he was with Rayleigh, when he first meets Rayleigh, he has a straw hat on. And that's thus the beginning of his journey to becoming Pirate King, Not even Pirate King, just turning the world upside down. Last plot point says, we don't see the whole God Valley incident. We only see the different factions arriving and skip to Sorbet Kingdom, in which Kuma and Ivankov and Jenny escaped to. So apparently, I don't know if Saturn had powers, because how did Kuma get away? How did Kuma manage to escape from Saturn? Like what happened there? And how did Kuma know that this Devil Fruit would have these powers and they would work in his favor? Did he just throw up a prayer and say, oh, get me away from here? And he was thinking of Sorbet Kingdom, and he just, and how did he reunite with Ivankov and Jenny? How did that happen? So interesting to see there. A big fumble on Saturn's part, because how do you let the last Buccaneer get away? You know what I mean? Like he was the final for the tournament. He was supposed to die, but you let him get away. So were they always powerful, or back then, like 38 years ago, they were just getting introduced to Devil Fruits themselves? You know what I mean? Like they were just finding Devil Fruits and getting into that sort of thing. They were immortal, but they didn't really establish the powers yet. They were still trying to hone in. Almost forgot, we have one extra plot point. The final and last plot point says almost all members of the Rocks Pirates appear, but we do not get to see Rox Dizebek himself, because he does not appear. That's unfortunate. Really was looking forward to seeing the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, who was capable of harnessing the world's strongest powers at once. You know what I mean? He has the greatest heavy hitters of all time. His big three unstoppable. Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard. Who was stopping these guys? And 2 out of the 3 may have already had devil fruits. So who was able to stop them? Who would have been able to hold on to those monsters? Because it would, do not get me wrong, even from what we saw, a flashback of Rayleigh using one finger to stop Marco, blah, 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 it does not matter. If Whitebeard had his devil fruit and Big Mom had her devil fruit, what the hell happened at God Valley? What exactly went down that determined that Roger Pirates were the victors over everybody? Over Garland, over the Celestial Dragons, over the Holy Knights. What happened? What happened? Like I said, you have a team of elitists. Big Mom, Kaido, Miss Bakins, Gloriosa, Shiki, and they're all young and fresh. What did they do? What did they do to defeat the Rocks Pirates that day? Or that month? That fight could have lasted forever. At the end of this video, I will mention all of those who, I will show all of those who were in the Rocks Pirates, or not even in the Rocks Pirates, just those who showed up at God Valley. So stick around for that. But that's going to be my time. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming into my channel today. I hope you enjoyed these brief spoilers. Until the full spoilers release or the chapter releases, I will see you then. Until next time, take care.